Hello everyone, this is Dr. Surendra Yenorkar, working in Department of Electronics at Sri Shivaji College, Parbhani. I'm very happy to welcome all of you. Hope you are at home and safe. This presentation is useful for BSc second year students, those preferred optional subject as electronics. I will create topic-wise video as per the syllabus of electronics of SRTM in Nanded for the subject electronics for paper number 6, that is amplifier. As per syllabus for this paper includes 4 units. Out of this 4 unit, first unit is transistor biasing. In this unit we will focus on the following subtopics, that is DC load line, Q point and maximum undistorted output, factor affecting bias variation, stability factor for CB and CE circuit, base bias with emitter feedback, base bias with collector feedback, voltage divider bias. This topic will be covered in unit first. Before we start actual syllabus, let us see what we learn about transistor in last year's syllabus. In BSc first year semester 2nd, we learn about transistor in paper number 3rd, that is semiconductor devices and electronic instruments. In this paper, unit 2nd is transistor. In previous semester, learn about construction of NPN and PNP transistor. Then different types of biasing studied, that is FF, RR and FR biasing. Then current gain, alpha DC and beta DC of a transistor and their relationship. Then CE transistor characteristics and draw the collector curve or output characteristics and base curve or input characteristics of a CE configuration. Then today we will briefly review what we have already learned, and then we will start with the BSc second year syllabus. In this video, we focus on brief review of bipolar junction transistor. A junction transistor is simply sandwich of one type of semiconductor material between two layers of other type. The sandwich of PNP and NPN forms a two types of transistor, PNP and NPN bipolar junction transistor. Let us see in this figure schematic. This is the schematic structure of PNP transistor, and this is the symbol for PNP transistor, and also see the structure of NPN transistor as well as symbol for the NPN transistor. Now BJT is a 3-terminal device, that is first terminal is emitter, second terminal is base, third terminal is collector. Also see the structure of transistor has two PN junction. This is first PN junction and this is second PN junction. Now the junction between emitter and base is called emitter base junction, or shortly we call as EB junction. And in the same way, junction between collector and base is called as collector base junction, or shortly we call as CB junction. Now why we call as BJT. The reason is that the current conduction in this device due to two types of charge carriers, that is holes and electrons. That's why we call BJT for this device. In electronics, some of the devices are passive devices such as resistor, capacitor, inductor, etc. And some of the devices like diode, transistor, SCR, integrated circuit, etc. are the active electronic devices. The transistor is one of the active electronic devices. So active electronic devices required an external source for the operation, and therefore transistor requires external biasing for its operation. Now let us see the concept of biasing of a transistor. The process of applying DC voltages across the different junctions of a transistor is known as biasing. As we know that there are two junctions in a transistor, that is earlier we have discussed. This is emitter base junction and collector base junction. Each of the two junctions may be forward bias or reverse bias. Therefore, there are four possible ways of biasing the two junctions. See, this is shown in table. So first condition is FR bias. It means that emitter base junction is forward bias and collector base junction is reverse bias. In this biasing, the region of operation is known as active region, and in this region transistor is used for amplification, and that's why biasing is a proper biasing of a transistor. In second condition, that is FF biased, it means both the junction are forward bias. That is collector base junction is forward bias as well as emitter base junction is forward bias. In this biasing, the region of operation is known as saturation region. In this region, transistor acts like a closed switch or transistor is in on condition. In the third condition, that is RR bias, it means that both the junction is reverse bias. In this biasing, the region of operation is known as cutoff region, or transistor is in off state. In this case, that transistor is in cutoff mode or transistor is in off state. Now practically you will getting a zero current because the emitter does not emit charge carrier into the base. The transistor is used as open switch in that condition. Now last condition is RF bias. It means the emitter base junction is reverse biased and collector base junction is forward biased. In this situation, the action of transistor is poor and hence this region is little importance, and this region of operation of a transistor is called as inverted region. Now As you are aware, one of the most common application of the BJT is to use it as an amplifier, where if we apply the time varying signal as an input, then it amplify the input signal. But this BJT do not amplify the input signal until we apply the DC power supply. And in fact, energy supplied by this DC supply is used to amplify the input signal. So the process of applying these DC voltages to the BJT is known as the biasing, as earlier discussed. Now the common emitter configuration of BJT is frequently used for the signal amplification. In the next video, we will learn about CE amplifier circuit. For faithful amplification, we need CE amplifier circuit, and you will getting a faithful amplification by calculating a operating point from DC load line. So how to draw load line and how to calculate Q point we'll learn in the next video. Thanks for watching the video.